Today, high temperatures will be hot, still feeling like summer. Temperatures 90 to 95 or so. Light south winds. 70 to 75, mostly clear, almost calm overnight. Back into the low to mid-90s Wednesday, mostly sunny skies. Just a little bit cooler Thursday, mid to upper 80s, partly to mostly sunny. And a dry weather front passing through the region for Friday morning, partly to mostly sunny. Temperatures only around 77 on Friday. Something to look forward to. Your life, your music. We're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. A protester has been shot in the chest in Hong Kong, according to police. China's been marking the 70th anniversary of the People's Republic with a massive parade featuring tanks, missiles and high-tech drones. One person's been killed and 10 more injured after a sword attack at a vocational school in Finland. And Peru's president has dissolved Congress after lawmakers failed to back his anti-corruption reforms.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in for Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My special guest for today is a two-part show. So my first guests are Mrs. Lauren Isbell and Ms. Brandy Hodges. Now, even though Brandy's from the library, today we're not talking about the library. That's later in the week. So, good morning, ladies. How are you doing?
Doing well. Good morning.
All right, if you could pull your microphone a little closer to you. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the American Cancer Society, an event that's coming up. So, Ms. Lauren, since this is your first time here, can you go ahead and give us an introduction of yourself and what role you play?
Sure. Today I'm like Brandy. I wear a lot of different hats, but my day job, I guess you would say, is I'm the CEO at Nevis Outreach, and it's a patient advocacy organization for families that have a rare skin condition. And my daughter has that condition. She's 2, and I was hired in that position in June. And but I'm super passionate about the American Cancer Society. One of the complications of that skin disorder is a rare form of melanoma, and so obviously when she was born with that and we were going through testing and all those types of things with that, it just kind of really opens your eyes to what some families experience as they walk through that journey with cancer. And so just really kind of ignited my personal passion to help solve the issue of cancer in our society and in our community. And this is a great way for our local community to get connected to the American Cancer Society.
That's awesome. Thank you. And Ms. Brandy, so tell us, I know you volunteer like everywhere. So tell us what role I guess you play with the American Cancer Society.
Like Lauren, I'm a volunteer, and we all just kind of do a little bit of everything for this event. But I got involved because both of my mother's parents died of cancer before she left her teenage years. She was 8 when her mother died of a brain tumor and 18 when she lost her dad to lung cancer. So that was just really fueled my desire to be a part of the organization. And I volunteered last year, and that's one of the most important things that I want to let people know right now is we really need volunteers. Okay. So if anyone out there listening this morning, we've all known someone, a family member or a friend or a coworker or maybe a neighbor down the street who's had cancer. I mean, it's such a prevalent disease that we've all known someone. So if you're not busy on Saturday night and you're looking for something fun to do, I had so much fun last year, and I had no planning. You don't have to, be prepared. You don't have to have attended a meeting beforehand. I just walked in my jeans and my red bandana, and they put me to work.
Well, tell us of what this event is, so that people out there listening can look it up. Is there any, and then also, is there an event page on Facebook so they can click going interested or whatever?
Yeah, so we have the event on Facebook, and you can also get tickets at cbbofnea.com. It stands for Cattle Barons Ball of Northeast Arkansas. So cbbofnea.org. .com. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
.com.
Okay.
And so that's where you can get tickets. The event is this Saturday evening at 6 o'clock at the Gambles Shop Local Park. Maybe April is our headlining band, and we're so excited about that. They have ties to Jonesboro, and they are have been climbing up the charts of the country music charts, so that's pretty cool. And we're excited to have them back in Jonesboro for this concert. I don't think they've been back in Jonesboro since they've kind of hit it big, so to speak.
They were number one on the CMT top 12, I think, countdown last week. Their video was, and so I mean, I've gone from having not really known that much about them to hear about them all the time. And so if you maybe, I know a lot of us are busy, you know, you're busy, we're all busy doing things with our lives, but you know, say you can't make it to the whole event, we do have concert only tickets.
Right.
Those are $25. The concert starts at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So you can come out and join us and, you know, still help us out. Tickets for the full event are $75, and it starts, like Miss Lauren said, at 6 o'clock. But you can come out for the concert only. But it is going to be so much fun. And the whole event is about our fight against cancer.
So for those that may have never, and this is my first time hearing about Cattle Baron, is that a family's name, or?
No, Cattle Barons Ball is a signature event of the American Cancer Society, similar to Relay for Life. It's like their signature gala event. As you might imagine, the Cattle Barons Ball is really popular in Texas and in Oklahoma and throughout the southern United States. And so, but we are the only Cattle Barons Ball in Arkansas at this time. But it's a signature Arkansas American Cancer Society event, similar to like Relay for Life or something like that. But this is just the gala event.
Okay. I want to read this little piece that I'm looking at on the website. It says, the American Cancer Society is working to finish the fight against every cancer in every community. We are the largest private not-for-profit funder of cancer research in the United States, investing more than $4 billion since 1946. Thanks in part to our contributions, more than 1.5 million lives have been saved in the U.S. in the past 2 decades. Now that is the reason to celebrate. So join us. So please join us. So it's amazing the work that the Cancer Society does, American Cancer Society does. And what more reason do people need to support than, like Brittany mentioned, you may have had someone that has experienced some form of cancer.
Mm-hmm. Well, this event also funds a local transportation grant, which is awesome. People, especially people who have undergone treatment, if you're in a rural community outlying around Jonesboro, you know that the Cancer Center at St. Bernard's, the cancers and the treatments that are available at NEA, those are all very valued local resources that we have in our local community. But there's so many people on the outlying areas that may not have transportation. So last year we were able to raise funds for a local transportation grant that helps local patients get to and from treatments. And so we just don't want there to be a barrier. If someone needs transportation to treatments, they can contact their hospital, and their case manager is aware of that grant, and they can access those grant funds. So we have a special ask during the event that is specifically for the transportation grant. So that's something that's really exciting, and those dollars stay right here in our local community, like at our local hospitals.
That's amazing. I remember watching a video some years ago, and I don't know what state it was in, but same situation, similar. A patient needed treatment, but they lived in a certain area. They didn't have transportation, and you know, some people want them to pay the money that they didn't have, you know, for transporting back and forth, and they were just like, I'm just going to give up on life. And no one should ever have to make that decision that I'm going to give up on life because I can't access the resources that I need.
I mean, I recently saw, it's a person I don't even know, but I saw a post on Facebook that had been shared of a local person who said, I don't, my car's broken down and I don't have a way to, so I'm just not going to do my treatments. And that was just, I know I saw that people came forward and made sure she got what she needed, which is great about what our community is about. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's so many people that are in that kind of situation. But, you know, we also have other ways to raise money during the event. We've got a silent auction. We're going to do some live auction items. And it's such a great cause because, as we said before, I mean, we all know someone who's been impacted by this disease.
Last year I got so much of my Christmas shopping done at the now last year it was a little bit later in the year. It was in November last year, so we've scooted it up a little bit, but I did get a lot of my Christmas shopping done with silent auction.
Think ahead.
Yes.
We have so many wonderful items that we've been collecting. We got a little sneak peek as we were putting together the auction items last week. So I mean, there are handbags, you know, there are
gift certificates.
So many gift certificates, including one for a local Christmas tree plantation. You can, you know, get that taken care of just right there at the event. So many ways to get involved. All you have to do is buy a ticket to get in the doors.
So come out and fellowship with people that you may not get to interact with on a regular basis. Put on your Western gear and go.
And that's important. We do say Cattle Barons Ball, and I've had people say, "Well, I don't have anything fancy to wear." This is an unfancy event.
Okay.
You know, you put on. I wore denim on denim last year. It was a really good look. But you know, you pull on your jeans, and you know, if you've got boots and a cowboy hat, that's just added. You know, that's just accessories.
Okay. Look, get a matching bandana, and if you're like me, you know, you can bling out your denim.
That's right. You can need some bling. Go for it.
So come on out, have fun, enjoy some fellowship food. Okay, what's the food going to be like?
So we have a full menu. Lead Apron Catering is our lead catering sponsor, and they are. They did the s'mores bar for us last year, and they are coming in to do mashed potatoes and gravy and macaroni and cheese and green beans and roll. And then we also have J-Town's Grill is providing a beef tenderloin. They did the meat for us last year too, so we're really excited about that, and just kind of pull it all together. And we've got Brandy's baking some homemade goodies for our
and Meals for Moms and Southern Confectioners and Southern Confections and Specialty Cakes by Autumn providing. I mean, it
dessert.
was gorgeous last year.
We do a dessert bar, so you have lots of options for dessert. So we kind of. It's a great conglomerate.
And it's wonderful to see the community come out and these businesses to say, I'm going to donate my time, energy, skills, and my food, you know, whatever they donate for such a great cause. So we need the rest of the community to come out and show their support. I want to ask this one question. Since you all been involved in the research that's been done, has there ever been any, and I know this is probably a no, but a definitive what causes cancer of any, like, has research been able to find any link to anything?
I mean, I think it's going to vary on the type of cancer. And we obviously know family history sometimes can play a role. We know that there can be environmental factors,
exposure to sun,
right? I mean, even chemicals in some cases. I mean, think about the Roundup case that's out right now. You know, causing cancer. So we know that there's carcinogens in our environment. There's genetics at play. So it's just a conglomerate.
And what causes it for one won't cause it for someone else. It's your personal biology.
Right. And I think the important thing to notice there is that no one's exempt from it. You know, we're all at risk if we're different. We all have different genetic makeups that's going to put us at risk, have different risk factors. I mean, so we don't even know what could cause. Right. Because like the Roundup case, you never would have thought treating your garden, like with my grandfather. When he was probably in his teens, in the 30s, they didn't know that cigarettes could cause lung cancer. And, you know, my mom said to her knowledge, he started smoking when he was a teenager. Right. You know? So, I mean, we don't know what the next thing is. You know, there's all the vaping cases now. That's not necessarily, it's not cancer, but it's lung damage. You just never know what
we're going to interact with next that could potentially be a trigger.
So what advice would you give people who are considering, I want to get involved, I want to be an advocate, I don't know where to get started, so what advice would you give to them?
I think volunteering is a great way to get started, because I knew I had this passion to do something.
Okay.
I just didn't know what to do. And this is a really great group of people I'm on the committee with who share that passion. But last year I was just wanting to do something. And so I you can go to our Facebook page. It's Cattle Barons Ball of NEA, CBB of NEA, I believe is how you get to the Facebook page. But you can go there and there's a volunteer link where you can sign up today, you can sign up tomorrow, get signed up to come out and help us. If you don't know what you want to do, there's lots of different options on that page of different places you can work. I worked at the Jars of Hope, which is another item that you can help us raise money through the event. Is you can buy, it's a mason jar that has a tea light inside that will line the path to the event with. And you can write a special note about what your hope is for. A lot of times last year it was for a loved one who has passed, a loved one who is battling cancer, or just, in honor of your family. So, you write a note and you have the mason jar, and then you get to take it home with you. But it's all part of the process of helping us raise money. So I worked that station last year, and it was so nice getting to hear people's stories, because they want to. That's one thing about this event. I've been to a lot of different galas and events, and people, a lot of times they go and it's a great time, and they're raising money for a great goal, but at this event, just about everyone's there, and they have a fire in their heart about it.
A personal connection.
Awesome. So we hope that everyone, that's listening to this message make plans to go out this Saturday starting at 6 p.m. if you want to go for the whole event, or for the concert. Go ahead.
And the concert is at 8 p.m. So we'll be there with the meal, and then the concert following. We'll have the silent auction running till about 9:30, I think, and I think last call is at 11. So
okay, and so tell us again who the band is going to be.
Maybe April is the band, and as Miss Lauren said, they do have a Jonesboro connection.
Okay.
One of the members was a student at Jonesboro High School. And it's two girls who are a fabulous duo, and they're climbing those country charts. And so it's just so nice. We have so many talented musicians from our area, so it's so nice to be able to bring them back and for them to come and play. We're going to be at the Gamble Shop Local Park, and we'll have the meal and the speakers will be inside, and then the music will be outside. Last year the silent auction was outside.
Yes,
not
it'll
sure.
be around.
Yeah, it will be there, and it will be wonderful. But we're just going to have a lot of fun. We're getting really excited about the Western theme we've got going on.
And the weather is looking gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. Hello, cold front. We're glad you're here. You're not here yet.
We're so excited.
Please, weather in Arkansas.
Yeah, it should be like 70-ish degrees and beautiful, and just a really nice fall evening. So we're really excited about it.
But at 6:00 we'll have some different. The event will start at 6:45. Leslie Connor, our event chair, will welcome everyone. We have our honorary survivor Dwight Tosh, who's going to speak.
What if the names sound familiar?
I think it's a former state representative.
We're going to have our Legacy Award recipient, who is Miss Hannah Aldridge, and then we have a word from our presenting sponsor at 7:20. So we are just so excited for all of the
festivities.
We've worked so hard on it. Now it's time to put it all together. So the whole committee will be working all week towards our end point of Saturday, so we hope as many people as possible. You do have to buy tickets beforehand, so you can't buy tickets at the door, but you can do that at cbbofnea.com.
Right. I'm looking through the schedule. I'm loving these themes for these different events, like the saloon and watering hole open. So it's time to get your drink on. If you don't drink adult beverages, just whatever you drink.
Right. We'll have tea and lemonade too.
But I just love the name, the saloon and watering watering hole. And then further down it says Whiskey Wrangler Challenge. And I'm guessing there's a mechanical horse or something involved.
No, the Whiskey Wrangler Challenge is a competition from local. So we have. Who all is participating with Whiskey Wrangler this year? I'm not really sure. I wasn't on that.
It's
list.
another way to raise money.
But they come up with a signature drink that you get to sample and cast a vote for your favorite. Oh. And I know last year we had the Recovery Room and Jay Towns and Nick Bashaw with Pinot's Palette.
Yeah.
And
I was working my one table.
Yes.
So.
and Nick is like chairing that event, kind of pulling all those folks together. So we'll have some different signature drinks, and then of course, it's a.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. But there's so many opportunities during this event to raise money. You know, we have Cowboys auction T-shirt sales. So if you want to buy an American Cancer T-shirt to help support the cause, and then our last call for auction items is at 9:15, and then our last final call before the event closes is at 11. So it's going to be a good night, a great night, great temperatures. I think the high is about 80 or 81 degrees on Saturday.
Yeah,
so we might get to wear jackets, which I'm ready for.
Or at least the vest over top of it.
Yes. You don't have to go out if you're thinking about attending the event, but you're like, I don't really want to have to go buy anything to wear. You don't have to. Well, and you don't even have to do that. You know, I've not met anyone who doesn't have a pair of jeans. You know, and you know, a pair of jeans. You know, you could even do a T-shirt, and you could go to my friend's Hobby Lobby and get their 40% off coupon and buy yourself a handkerchief for like 75 cents.
Okay, I'll live for some bandanas. All right, so I thank you, ladies, so much for joining us today, and hopefully we get to have you back again and talk more about the Cancer Society. We can do a full show on the research and statistics and everything in between. So.
Oh, we'd love that.
Thanks for having us.
But thank you so much. The Cattle Barons Ball this Saturday, 6 p.m. Tickets $75. Support a great cause, and people around the community doing wonderful things. So stay tuned for part 2 of Community Conversations. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.